And welcome to Hero Power. I'm your host, Avanties, and as always, I'm joined by my co host, Zerotio.
What is up, gang? For those watching on the video, I got some new headphones. My other ones were my earbuds were starting to go bad, and
Were they, or did you just feel like you needed to up your headphone game?
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no
Hmm.
clue what you're talking about. It wouldn't be in reference to an email we got this week at all. But before we get to that, uh, my week in Hearthstone and life, I injured my back on Tuesday. So I've kind of been laid up. Sitting at the computer has been uh, difficult because sitting in a chair. So I've been sitting with my legs up in a recliner with an ice pack on, and the only way to really play Hearthstone functionally that way is on my phone. So I've been playing a lot of the solo content. I finished the Tamsin Book of Mercenaries. Um, no spoilers, but that is probably the most real story I've played.
Nice.
Um,
I've not, I've not played Tamsin yet. I'm still working through some of the past ones. I actually legit only finished Rokara and um, the second one. I can't even remember which one it was, but so
it
I
goes
have not
Guff.
played any of the others.
Yeah, I've finished all the mercenaries. I got to go and work on the Book of Heroes. The Tamsin one, I heard and I did experience it. It is the story is a bit triggering. And so anybody that's going to do the Tamsin story, specifically the last fight, can hit home with a few people, and it hit home with me. I don't think it's something they shouldn't have created, but it did make me feel a certain way. And if you get triggered easily, you might want to pass on it. But it is a good story, and it tells kind of the darker side of the mind, in my opinion, um, both from both sides. So it, the storytellers over at Team Five are just really starting to knock it out of the park. And even though there were some triggering things in the story, I did like the story of Tamsin, and I think it's my favorite of the Book of Mercenaries.
Awesome. Yeah,
Uh,
that sounds good. I can't wait to check it
other
out.
other than that, I'm kind of just with my busy work schedule and um, my limited time of play, and I'm not playing THL this season. I think I'm resigned to just be happy with Diamond Five. Uh, I
You're at
think the
Diamond
effort.
5 already?
Oh yeah, yeah. I got the Diamond Five on day two.
Well, I mean,
Even
you've
even with a
got,
9x multiplier.
yeah, you've still got like 12 or 13 days.
Yeah, but I just don't know if I want to put the grind in. I'm enjoying other things like Battlegrounds, and the solo content that I think about how much time it would take me, which I've done the math in the past. It
Mm-hmm.
takes me roughly 10 hours of play to go from Diamond 5 to Legend. And I just don't know if I want to spend that time fighting the ladder.
Okay.
Uh, there was also another thing that came out Thursday that I enjoyed quite a bit. Well, I say quite a bit yesterday. When I could stand sitting at my computer, I was playing the new Hearth and Home update from Valheim,
Okay.
and it is good. You have to make a new world to enjoy the new content, but you can take your old character in there, and you can actually bring over the gear if you want. Uh, I'll probably enjoying that the rest of the weekend, playing some Valheim.
Hmm.
Now that my back straightened up a little bit and I can actually sit at my computer. Uh, but other than that, how was your
So
week?
I too have been playing something other than Hearthstone. Last weekend and into Monday, I was participating in the New Worlds open beta
Oh,
from
oh,
Amazon Game Studios.
it's an it's an open beta.
Yes, it was
Oh,
open beta last weekend.
You have to buy the game though, right?
No, you didn't have to. You did not have to participate in the open beta.
Oh, okay.
To get into the closed beta, you had to have purchased the game.
Ah, okay. Got you. Got you.
But the game goes live 10 days from now, and it was really good. I was very very hesitant about getting into another MMO open world style game, but
You're enjoying it?
they've done a fantastic job, and it's absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous in game.
My wife actually earmarked some funds from our entertainment budget to purchase New World. So
Yes.
that's the only way I've heard about it. I haven't actually seen anything. I told her to tell me how the game was when she starts playing.
So I spent about 15 hours over the course of 3 days playing it, and absolutely had a blast with it.
Cool.
And I'm strongly considering picking it up when it launched. I may not get it right on launch day, but I do have a week of vacation planned the week Mercenaries is coming out, so it might be a Mercenaries New World vacation instead of just Mercenaries only.
What, New World on the PC, Mercenaries on the lap? That's
There
how
you
I
go.
play. That's how I play Marvel Strike Force quite a bit. I play Hearthstone while I got Marvel Strike Force sitting on my phone, laying at the edge of my at the edge of my keyboard, so I can access it.
So yeah, I'll be doing that probably. But rest of the week after the open beta closed, I did spend quite a bit of time playing Battlegrounds this week, checking
Yeah.
out, really digging into these new updates that we kind of touched on briefly. Really having a lot of fun with it, and we're going to play some Battlegrounds tonight in the play portion of the show.
Cool. Before we get on to the little bit of news we have this week, we did get an email. We're not going to go over the whole email because it was lengthy, and a lot of it was more directed just to us directly.
Mm-hmm.
But it was from longtime listener of the show, Marspad.
Who has become a first-time viewer of the show.
Exactly. So he's a longtime listener, but this is the first time at our behest, the last episode, that he watched our video portion on YouTube. So he has a lot of a conversation about that and his experience, both from an audio listener to a video listener. One line I want to point out though that is very important is Zerotio looks friggin' cool. So to me, that was the most important line in the entire email. And for that, Marspad, I say thank you. There was a kind of a comment I wanted to bring up, though. He says the background of Zerotio's feed has two really amazing hand-drawn pieces of Hearthstone art. Those are kind of my pride. I like having those behind me. Guy at work got those for me. And he says, but it's also kind of cluttered and confusing in the middle. So this is my personal worry board. Well, not really worry. It's more of a worry / memory board. I've talked about it in the past. I suffer from some mental issues and some anxiety issues that I don't talk about a lot. And a lot of my coping mechanisms for my anxiety and kind of my mental instability is doing this podcast. Knowing I'm putting something out there that people have to accept or reject is a lot for me. And this cork board my wife got for me, it has the Serenity's Prayer on it, which is a mantra that I live by daily. And then it just has lots of things that give me positivity. I have a lot of Loot Crate pins and pins I've gotten from BlizzCons, and I have a note from my wife that says "Love you." I have a smiley spoon from the first time we went to Orange Leaf, me and my wife and my daughter, and various just a few things that both bring me joy, as well as any worries I have. I can put them on the board to remind me, whether it's a doctor's appointment or certain spending that I need to do that I'm worried about, or something that's worrying me that is going to be surrounded by positivity. So that's why it looks a bit cluttered, because my mind's a bit cluttered. Thank you so much, Marspad, for pointing it out and recognizing it, because that makes me feel good that somebody is at least acknowledging that exists behind me. So
And
thank
the
you.
next sentence where it says Avanties wins the background war. That was very important as well. So
But he
thank you,
did make
Marspad, for the email. We greatly appreciated it.
he did make a comment about your headphones winning the headphone game, and that I need to up my headphone game. So it's a coincidence that my earbuds started to go out as they did, and I had to pick something up.
Coincidence. I don't think there's any such thing as a coincidence.
I historically don't like over the ear because I have ear sensitivity issues, and these do kind of bug me a bit. But I've tried going the Bluetooth earbud way, and they just don't have the battery life. And these have amazing battery life.
Mm-hmm.
I The box says if you plug them in for 10 minutes, they'll go for a full 4 hours. And I didn't believe it. So I, to the second, plugged it to the charger for exactly 10 minutes. Exactly. And it went almost 6 hours before I finally went to
Wow.
bed last night, and didn't even give me any low battery warnings or anything. So, and
That's
I
awesome.
did check them out of the box. They didn't work because the battery was dead. So I did check to see if it had any battery in the box, and it did not.
Okay.
So these are pretty good. They're made by Skull Candy, which I always thought was cheap earbuds. Evidently, they make really good over the head headphones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Alrighty. So let's jump right into the news. So this week we are going to talk about some changes coming to the new collegiate qualifiers.
yeah.
Zerotio, tell us about it.
So TESPA kind of dissolved, and TESPA was the main force for collegiate athletes in the esports area to play Hearthstone competitively and get various college scholarships, college credits, tuition assistance based on their performance, things like that. And with TESPA kind of dissolving, a lot of collegiate esports Hearthstone athletes didn't know what was going to happen. And all we heard from Blizzard was, we're still going to have collegiate esports for Hearthstone. And that was it. No details or anything. Well, these are the details. Starting with the 2021-22 academic year, we are adjusting the structure of the collegiate Hearthstone ecosystem. The new Hearthstone Collegiate Masters is designed to better offer unique and consistent fan-first experiences that cultivate and celebrate student talent by connecting them closer to the hype of a game content releases and Masters Tour events. So it goes into more detail. If you want the full story on this, you check out the links in our show notes at heropowerhs.com. But long story short is they're kind of gearing this collegiate Masters to be similar to the Masters Tour and have a schedule that lines up with set releases and mini set releases, so that fans, because what I didn't like about the TESPA series was they were always scheduled at weird times where the meta was either solved or it was really flushed, was really flushed out, so you saw a lot of the same decks. And the only kind of viewer experience I had was seeing 3 people pilot a deck instead of 1, and that was exciting. And that format is going to stay the same. There's going to be a team. There are going to be teams of 3 players, total of I think there are going to be lots of colleges, but it's going to break down to top 16 teams to go into 4 groups,
Mm-hmm.
just like you would see at a Masters Tour.
Right.
So registration for the United and Stormwind Collegiate Qualifier closes on Friday, October the 8th. So if you are in college and have an esports organization within your college, urge them to have you give you permission to sign up by October 8th, and the link is in our show notes.
Absolutely.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be
It's
so.
it's gonna be exciting.
The question I have after reading this is, with Test Battle of the Picture, a lot of people thought collegiate esports was going to pretty much be dead, not supported. Does this give us enough evidence to say that Team 5 and the esports team over at Blizzard, is still going to support collegiate esports in Hearthstone in a way to help them with tuitions and
So
things?
it's interesting you say that, because I saw there was a lot of talk recently about whether or not the Hearthstone collegiate events were going to go the way of Heroes of the Dorm from
Ooh.
the Heroes. So I'm glad to see Blizzard is still investing in the collegiate Hearthstone, even though Heroes of the Dorm is no longer a thing.
What if this new Collegiate Masters fed into earnings to be promoted into Grandmasters?
That would be interesting. Now
So
it does say in the article that this is going to feed into Collegiate Masters.
well, this is Collegiate Masters.
No, this is a Collegiate Masters
Oh,
qualifier.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. You're going to have the Collegiate Masters qualifier,
Yeah.
and then it's going to go into Collegiate Masters, which is
right.
where they break down
But then
into.
you're talking about Collegiate Masters feeding into the Masters Tour, kind of like a college to the NFL kind of step.
Yeah. So maybe we do prize earnings, obviously, for Grandmasters, but maybe one of the relegation seats goes specifically to a Collegiate Masters.
That would be, but like if you have 3 players on a team from a college, how do you decide which team or which player from each team gets?
That's what they got to figure out. Maybe they get various points. Maybe there's a collegiate masters earning table, and then those players play in a separate tournament to decide the one promotion for the Grandmasters.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Obviously you on a team will qualify with 2 other players, but then you have to play against
Actually, it says
other players.
It says 4 teams of 4.
Oh, 4. They're changing it to 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, I think it was 4 before, but it was like an alternate and 3.
Yeah, that's
so
possible.
That may be what it is. But what I'm saying is maybe all of those players that are on those teams go into a singles tournament, and then that tournament decides the promotion into Grand. I don't know. There's something there I think can be a thing and make Grandmasters more exciting when it comes to promotions and relegations. Because I think because obviously a lot of these college students don't have the time to grind Masters tours, but they are given time through their collegiate organizations to compete in these collegiate Masters qualifiers and subsequently the collegiate Masters tour. So maybe there can be a point system in there that's given to those players and eventually promote them up in their region. Obviously, I think the Collegiate Masters are only going to be U.S. and Canada. So maybe it's only a North America thing. I don't know. It's something that I think obviously details need to be fleshed out, but I would love for something like that to happen. That would make, to me, Grandmasters promotions more exciting.
Yeah. Okay. The next bit of news that we have to talk about is there was a pretty big tweet from Alec Dawson this week.
A retweet.
Do what?
It was a retweet.
Okay, it was, yeah, I guess technically it was a retweet, but he breaks it down and says we could see a bunch of changes coming in the next patch note, 21.3 patch, which is coming tomorrow if you're listening to this on the download.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday, that would be September the 21st.
Yeah, so the original tweet was from Play Hearthstone Twitter account, and it said 21.3 patches coming Tuesday. Keep your eyes peeled for the patch notes featuring changes for Constructed and Battlegrounds early next week. We'll also answer some popular questions about mercenaries. Stay tuned. So I'm suspecting we'll get that today if you're listening on the download, so Monday. Mm-hmm. It's usually how they try to do it. Sometimes they'll do it Tuesday morning, which, is kind of, people start scrambling. Content creators are scrambling to get that information. But Alec Dawson retweeted that tweet with more details. You want to tell him about that?
Yeah. So he says basically 5 nerfs: Warlock, Shaman, and Demon Hunter. Mm-hmm. 1 redesign for a priest.
That's interesting.
1 ban coming for Warlock.
That's really interesting.
And 7 buffs coming for Hunter, Mage, and Warrior. He then goes on to say nerfs looking to slow things down further, buffs looking at recent archetypes that didn't hit as well as we wanted, mix of light and medium changes.
So let's break this down a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Five nerfs. We have Warlock, Shaman, and Demon Hunter. Warlock obviously is this hand lock style deck, which has already gotten quite a few nerfs. Shaman is probably targeting the quest Shaman. Seems to be the most consistent Shaman. I mean, Elemental Shaman's good, but it's not as consistent. And then Demon Hunter's all over the place right now. Death Rattle Demon Hunter's not exceptionally good. And this new Momentum Demon Hunter is statistically not a great deck. So I don't know what they hit in Demon Hunter. What do you think about the nerfs?
Well, so here's the thing. Let's start with Warlock, because Warlock has been the most oppressive in the meta. Everybody has been calling for changes to Warlock. 5 nerfs coming. 1 ban coming for Warlock. The question on everybody's lips is, are they going to nerf the Warlock quest, or are they going to ban the Warlock quest?
I don't think they banned the Warlock quest. Not in standard, at least. Because I think if you want to ban the pretty much primary way to play the United in Stormwind, is that
bad design? Bad initial design?
That tells me Team 5 is admitting that United in Stormwind was a failure. And I don't think they're going to admit that. And I honestly don't think United in Stormwind is a failure. Now, I do think United in Stormwind unbalanced Wild significantly. Mm-hmm. So when we talk about bans for when we get to that part, I'll talk more about that. My question is, obviously Warlock needs nerfs. Shaman needs nerf. But Demon Hunter, I don't know if Demon Hunter fundamentally needs a nerf. And I'm wondering if Demon Hunter's on this list because of Soul Shards.
Okay.
Maybe there's a Soul Shard card, but I don't know of a Soul Shard. The 1/3 maybe? The Jailer?
Yeah, that's
maybe
possible.
The Jailer goes to 2 mana? And that's why Demon Hunter's on this list, because of the Jailer?
Okay.
It's not really a direct nerf to Demon Hunter. It's just an associative nerf. Uh,
But
but
then there's
honestly, I
there's
don't know if
seven.
that's
Yeah. Well, that's interesting because God, I don't know because Jailer is both Demon Hunter and Warlock.
yes.
That's yeah. I guess you're right. Guilty by association.
Yeah, so it doesn't really well, I mean, it technically does impact Demon Hunter, but it doesn't impact a Demon Hunter deck that's good right now. So that means if you are playing Soul Demon Hunter, which is still a deck, it's not a very good one, but it's still a deck. It gets knocked down even further because not having that Jailer on one just cripples that deck specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll have to wait for tomorrow to find out exactly. Or actually, we may find out today. Like I
One
said, if
other
you're
thing,
listening to this on the download,
one other thing to point out is a lot of people are calling for a Raise Dead nerf, and I don't think a Raise Dead nerf is coming
but do we think
because
that could be the card getting redesigned?
I don't think so. I think when we were talking about redesign, and we'll talk about that in a second, I think we talking more about core cards. Um, I think the reason we don't see Raise Dead getting nerfed is because it doesn't show Priest as a nerfed class. But then again, we'll go ahead and move on. One redesign is Priest. Do you think they bring back some of the Shadow Priest tools to make Shadow Priest less aggressive?
It's possible.
Slow it down a bit?
Yeah. I mean, they've. I think they have to do something there, and that would seem the most non invasive, maybe.
Because Shadow Priest is a very oppressive deck.
Yeah.
I lost on turn 3 to Shadow Priest today.
Okay.
On turn 3, they had lethal. Not I conceded. They had 30 damage to my face total lethal by turn 3.
That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
It was nasty. It's because they stick the 1/3s that do the extra damage. They got one, then they coined they played one and coined one out on turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
So then on turn 2, they hit me in the face for 3 damage each, and then the hero powered me for 4. And you can kind of do the math from there.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was nasty, to say the least. So Priest, obviously, I don't think Priest is oppressive to like overall. I think it's just that Shadow Priest, and maybe you take away some of its aggressive Shadow Priest tools and give them more mid-range Shadow Priest to kind of push those games to turns 5 and 6 a little more, more sustain. I don't know. I am excited to see a redesign.
Okay.
Then we move on to the one ban Warlock. The question I have is this a standard ban or a wild ban?
Yeah, that's a good question because we don't know. Not only do we not know, like you said, do we not know what they're talking about banning, we don't know what format they're talking about banning it in. So
Yeah,
it could literally be anything. It could be a boat getting banned.
it could be a boat. So I think with the ban and they've said it's going to be Warlock. I think it almost has to be wild because again, if you're banning cards in standard format, that is agreeing that fundamentally Team 5 has failed in their testing.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's something they want to admit.
But it would be completely possible to ban the quest line in Wild and not really have any issues, right?
Yes. I mean, depends what you want to call issues. It will definitely flip up Wild, but I think Wild has always been that place that the best deck pretty much takes the roost. you either play the best deck or you play something that has the best chance of beating the best deck, and that's about it. If you go to Wild, if your whole goal to go to Wild is to play unique and interesting decks that you can't play in Standard anymore, which is usually why I go to Wild, don't expect to compete at a high level. That is what it is. It's a very exclusive community over there. I've gotten to the point where I've felt not welcome in the Wild community, so I've kind of bowed out of Wild myself. You either play a certain way or you're pretty much told you shouldn't be playing in Wild, and that's just my personal experience. I'm not saying that everybody feels that way. That's just how I feel, and a lot of that's fostered from specific decks being top dogs, and the best players over there play those decks the best or play against those decks the best. One of the two.
Yeah.
So I think if they ban Demon Seed, which I think is probably what's going to happen in Wild, that's just kind of cutting the legs out from under that deck. You could ban or nerf other cards, but ultimately they're going to find other ways to accomplish the Demon Seed quest and do well. So I think they need to ban Demon Seed quest line in Wild, and then ultimately there'll be a new top dog deck that lost to that deck, and then the Wild format will be complaining here in 2 more weeks.
What? People complaining about Hearthstone? Never.
I just think Wild is a place you go if you want to complain about the meta.
Yeah. So, buffs. Let's talk buffs. Like, what specifically do you think we could see getting buffed?
So my question is this. Would you count a nerf reversion as a buff?
No.
Because if you count nerf reversion as a buff, they're obviously the hunter card, the 2-mana 2/3 they got nerfed to a 3-mana 3/4. I think he can go back to a 2-mana 2/3, realistically.
Okay.
I think with the overflow nerf, Refreshing Springwater can go back to 4 mana.
Okay.
With overflow at 3 mana, Refreshing Springwater doesn't need to be at 5 mana anymore. Warrior, I have no clue. I don't know what they can do in Warrior to revive it. It's kind of curious that Warrior's on the buff list because internal data from Tian Ding over on he's a data scientist for Team 5. They are regularly showing Rush Warrior as a competitive deck in Standard. So
I've not played Rush Warrior lately. Like,
no, it's a Barons
everybody's
deck.
playing
really no
Questline Warrior.
Yeah, so the question is, do they buff Questline Warrior decks like Pirates, or do they buff Rush cards, which would mainly be buffs to Barons cards, not the new Stormwind cards?
Or maybe you change Rush to Charge.
So that's how we fix Rush Warriors. We take all Rush Warrior minions and change Rush to Charge. Okay, I'm down. I'm down.
Just saying.
I am ready for another Zeddy video to say how Team 5 has ruined Hearthstone. I am so ready for another Zeddy video.
How do I know changes are good in Hearthstone? Zeddy releases a video saying the game is ruined. That's exactly how I know the game is in a good place.
Oh, man. The salt go over there. But I'm excited to see what the buffs are. Hunter's kind of on the cusp of being good. Mage, it's real volatile to buff anything in Mage. You almost have to buff minions to make people want to put minions in the deck.
Yeah.
Maybe internal testing is telling them that a minion-based mage deck is really good, but nobody's playing it. So maybe they slightly buff a couple of those cards to not put it through the stratosphere and win rate, but just to make it noticeable. And then all of a sudden people play it and realize it's good. But I don't know. Buffs are
we'll
always
find
really
out tomorrow. If you're listening to this on Monday on the download, we'll find out tomorrow when this patch drops, and I'm super excited to see what happens.
I am too. I'm mainly for mage because buffs are hard, especially with mage the way it is right now. Mage is either one of the best decks or it's the worst deck. And mage right now preys on Warlock and Shamans.
Yeah.
And Warlock and Shaman are getting nerfs. So maybe they will need a buff because those decks will be less played. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Regardless, I'm really excited for the changes. Usually this marks kind of the next step, which is going to be the mini set. The mini set's got to drop pretty by the end of September, I'd say, right? Because then we're getting mercenaries in
October the 12th.
On October 12th. And another thing to note, when the patch notes come out, or the notice about the patch comes out, there's going to be more news about mercenaries. And now, while we're not going to go over it in detail, there has been a lot of leaked information at few sources, specifically out of .cards, of a lot of the mercenaries information. We're not going to go into detail on that because it's leaked and it's data mined, so none of that, all that it's subject to change.
Mostly rumor, yeah.
But the fact that it's data mined means they're putting stuff in the client that can be pulled out. So I expect a lot of those details that have been leaked will probably become official in one way or another, whether it be a clarification or just straight from the leaks. It'll become official here when we get these announcements about patch 20.21.3. We'll see.
That's right. All right. Well, that's going to pretty much cover the news for this week. And that's going to do it for us on the audio portion of the show. So if you are joining us on YouTube, please stay tuned as we transition over to the live play portion of our show and check out some of these new Battlegrounds changes. If you are listening via our audio podcast, we'd like to thank you for joining us. And remember, you can follow us on Twitter at HeroPower_cast. You can find all of our past episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/ECMMOgamers or on our website at HeroPowerHS.com. If you enjoy the show, you'd like to help support and improve it, you can do so by joining our Patreon over at patreon.com/HeroPower. And we'll see you all again next week.
And don't forget to use your hero power.
Alrighty. Let's see here. There we go. Got the game up. So let's get right into this and see what is going on in the Battlegrounds.
So what's your rating? 2716?
Yes.
What's my rating? I've been playing quite a bit of Battlegrounds because I can play it on my phone without too much trouble. I'm a 3387.
Nice.
That's not bad.
Okay.
I get top 4 a lot.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. I like getting the win 5 in Tavern Brawl, Battlegrounds, or Arena or Duels just because I know I can do it. So, as opposed to the win 5 games on ladder, I'd rather re-roll that quest every week if I could.
Yeah. All right. Let's fight the spectator boss here.
So we've got N'Zoth, Tess Greymane, Overlord Sourfang, or Kel'Thas Sunstrider. So, according to hsreplay.net, N'Zoth and Greymane are both tier 2s. Kel'Thas and Overlord or Sourfang are tier 4s. I think we go N'Zoth here.
I think. Well, let's see here.
We've got
We have
elementals,
beasts.
pirates, murlocs, demons, and beasts. We got to
So
choose
with
quickly.
beasts, N'Zoth, probably N'Zoth, yeah.
Okay.
If there wasn't beasts, I would say Tess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the fact that you can get leapfrogger, and your little token gets a leapfrogger ability, that's
Exactly.
pretty nasty.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just take the acolyte here to guarantee a win.
Well, but if we take the alley cat that gives us beasts and leans us towards a target for the leapfroggers.
Okay, and then do we freeze for the other alley cat, or
I
do we
don't
just
think we do. I don't think we free because we're going to be
upgrading next turn?
upgrading the tavern next turn, and then the following turn we're going to want tier 2 minions in the shop.
So tier 2 beasts include the leapfrogger,
Exactly.
the rabbit sourlisk, and the sewer rats, which are really good.
Sewer rats are really good.
Yeah.
And to be able to get our token with sewer rat and leapfrogger on it, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I think we upgrade a tavern, and don't freeze this.
Okay.
Because we want those tier 2 minions. That's really what we're going to do.
Those tier 2 beasts.
To the point that we may even refresh the store a couple times to try to get one of those two, leapfrogger or sewer rat.
Well, I tell you what, I have been having just absolute bonkers games with dragons. Dragons are so good right now.
And dragons are not in this lobby, which is good for us.
Thank goodness. So
we will not see Quillbore, Mix, or dragons.
Yeah.
Ooh, somebody going beast. Beast is strong early. Not beast. Demons. Demons are strong early game, but they die off like turns 8 or 9.
Right.
They just don't get the. They just don't get the stats that other classes do. Other comps do. I mean, the demon's not bad to have.
Yeah. Do we want to roll?
I think we buy the demon, the icky imp.
Mm-hmm.
Sell the tabby cat, and get the menagerie mug.
Okay. I don't hate that.
Obviously, you want to play demon first.
Yep.
And it hit our fish. Good. Yep, I think that's the way we go. It's going to be able to get. It's going to also summon icky imps.
Yes.
We'll eventually sell the icky imps, but right now we don't want to pigeonhole towards one comp, because that's how you lose fights.
You never see any minions of that tribe.
Yeah. Because right now we're looking. Most people are going pirates, demons, a lot of demons. We are the only ones that's going beast.
Yeah, there's some murlocs and elementals.
That's good.
Okay.
Good win. Think we roll this? I don't like any of those either.
There's a sewer rat.
There's a sewer rat. Let's grab the sewer rat and refresh the store again to see if we want to.
Do not want to freeze.
No. I don't think we want to freeze that. Next turn, we're going to want to upgrade.
Yep.
We can sell the tabby cat.
Or the menagerie mug.
Oh, yeah. We can sell a minion to refresh the tavern.
Yes, we can.
But ultimately, on 3, what beast do we want?
So we've got the bird buddy.
Maybe?
We've got Houndmaster. The monstrous macaw would be good.
Yeah, monstrous macaw would be real good.
Rat pack.
I hate that we haven't seen any leapfroggers.
Yeah.
And nobody else seems to be going beast, which is weird that we don't see leapfroggers. This is almost guaranteed to win. Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
win now.
Excellent. So we are going to upgrade. We are going to refresh.
Let's refresh.
There's a macaw.
Sell the cup
I think we sell the cup.
and get the macaw.
Yep.
The only thing that is a problem with the fish is you don't get you after a friendly death rattle minion dies. So when macaw activates a death rattle, that
Right.
doesn't mean it dies.
Right. It's just activating the death rattle, so the fish
Yeah.
won't get it off the macaw, but it will when the
Yeah.
minion dies. So, okay, well, I think that's a good spot. We need to really try to find some of those. I can't imagine we've not seen any leapfroggers.
I know that's well, we've seen one of the sewer rats, but
Yeah.
maybe we stay on 3 for a while.
Well, at 4, we've got the Cave Hydra, the Reanimating Rattler, and the Savannah Highmane. So, other than Cave Hydra, you know, we really need to. Oh, there's a leapfrogger.
That's weird that he took a leapfrogger for a demon comp. He's not buffing anything.
Yeah.
It kind of stinks that our Icky Imp didn't die. Because we're going to lose this. That's what it came down to, the Icky Imp not dying.
Do we want to take the Houndmaster?
Don't know what we want to buff. Other than maybe the sewer rat?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Because I would have liked to buff leapfrog. So let's refresh. There's another sewer rat. Let's grab it.
Refresh again. There's another macaw.
So we can...
And a rabid Soralisk. We could hold the sewer rat.
Well, so if we sell the alley cat, play the Houndmaster, sell the Houndmaster, and then sell the Icky Imp, we can buy a minion.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. So play
and
that.
And then we'll be committing to beasts.
We are. Sell.
Which you want to do
sell.
anyway.
Buy the Soralisk.
Okay.
Play the Soralisk. Play the sewer rat.
I think that's good.
Do we freeze for the other macaw?
No, I don't think we do. I don't think we're going to end up keeping macaw because we have the sewer rats and they're going to activate the sewer rats instead of, maybe a leapfrogger.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not in our best interest to keep the macaw. I mean, it's good right now because we don't have a full board, but once we get to a full board of minions, the macaw is kind of useless.
Right.
If it hits, the sewer rats. And we plan to keep the sewer rats, I think. So it has 2 sewer rats death rattles now, so that's good. They got a lot of demons.
You'd think, hopefully, that would water down the demon's pool. Do we want to take a hyena now that we've committed to beasts?
Hyena's kind of a bait. It never gets big enough in the meta right now.
Okay. Well, what about a selfless? To be able to put a divine shield on the fish.
That's a possibility, but usually the fish is the last thing alive.
Okay.
I think we'd rather just refresh the store.
Okay.
Ooh. Budding Green Thumb's not bad with our token build.
That's true. because you're going to have a lot of tokens that have taunt
That
that are
die.
dying.
Yeah. Bird Buddy?
Bird Buddy?
It doesn't. It's not permanent.
It's
It's only
not.
for the fight, but it might be worth doing.
So let's see. We want to put Bird. We can just throw Bird Buddy there because it doesn't matter. This does matter because it's adjacent minions. Do we put it between the Soralisk and the
You
fish?
want to put it far to the right so that more minions die.
Okay.
So probably, yeah, I like it next. Maybe move the fish. Yeah,
I think
there
we
we go.
do it that way because this
like
is going to
that.
be the first thing to die.
Yeah. Which will make a taunt, which will die, which will make a taunt.
Right.
Yeah. See, the Macaw's not doing anything now, so we might sell the Macaw next.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There's some buffs. There we go. Good win.
Yep. Okay.
The King of Frozen.
Do we triple the?
So what's on 5?
On
we
5 we have
Mama
Mama
Bears?
Bear and Pale Scale Crocolisk.
What do we think of Tavern tearing up and then buying the sewer, try to get Mama Bear?
I like it.
Play it. Hope for Mama Bear.
No, but we can get the Pale Scale, and it's another death rattle that we could add to the.
I don't. It's good to
fish.
have for now. Yeah, it'll be good to have for now.
So, it's an Avenge 2, so we're gonna put it over here. Let's. Do we want the Rat Pack? I don't.
I think. So we can keep giving it a stats permanently with the Green Thumb. So maybe we do want the Rack Pack.
So we sell the Macaw.
Yeah.
Buy the Rat Pack.
When Rat Pack's Death Rattle goes on to Fish and Nazoth, it's going to fill our boards with 1/1s. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. There we go. I think that's the way we go.
This looks like a good win. He's gone a Macaw Death Rattle or Divine Shield build.
Yes, he does.
Elementals. Wow, that's big.
Okay.
Man, that birdie friend, I've never thought of that minion being that strong. Man,
Oh yeah.
it
yeah.
makes your minions big, fast.
Especially in a token build.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's refresh.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a fan of the high main either because we're already working on board space. But
Yeah.
again, it does drop 2 tokens. I
Yeah,
just
but
don't
will
really
we
know
have
what we
space
would
for
get
2
rid
tokens?
of unless we got rid of the budding green thumb.
I think we look for things to try to triple
Okay, I'm good with that.
at this point. I don't like the Macaw.
Yeah. That's
We
the
could go
pirate.
for another sewer rat, but we really don't need another sewer rat since we have Rat Pack.
Yeah, I agree. There's another
There's a
rat
Rat Pack.
pack.
Let's grab it. Another birdie buddy. So do we?
I think we freeze here, so we can
'Cause
take
we can
both
get-
of these to try to.
Yeah, Sarlisk and the birdie buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I'm over here trying to click the freeze button. Like, why won't it freeze? I actually was playing yesterday and got in a lobby with Forrest Bates,
Oh.
listener of the show.
Okay.
So Forrest I knew that because somebody of my friends was spectating me, and when I went to go see, I noticed. I was like, "Are they? Maybe they know somebody in my lobby." And sure enough, Forrest Bates was in there. Forrest got second, and I got fourth.
Oh,
It was a pretty
nice.
good lobby for us. Yeah. Well, we might get an elimination here. I think we
It's
will, especially with that dying, because if our fish is the last thing to die, it's going to fill our board up with tokens, and
mm-hmm.
that'll be enough to kill Zephyrus. Man, those green thumb buffs are no joke. They really are. See, going to fill our
Boom.
board up.
Yep.
That's a win. I never thought green. I thought his avenge was too high, but the
The
fact that the
Avenge
buffs are
3.
permanent,
Yeah.
if it goes off twice in a fight, it's really good. Ready, buddy, and Sarlisk?
I think so. And then we
I don't think
roll.
I don't think we need to. There's a leapfrog. Do we need it?
I
I
I
I
don't
think
know if we need it.
if we play it, it'll be in place of the Crocolisk, right?
I almost feel like it's probably not as good.
I mean, okay, so the Crocolisk is gonna probably net upwards of 18 in stats. The leapfrog gives +2/+2, and then when it dies, it will do it again and also give it to the fish in Azoth. The
Right.
fish in Azoth is guaranteed to give it to something because it's going to pop out minions when it dies too, as well as the sewer rat. I think ultimately the leapfrogger will be better.
Okay. So we're gonna sell the Crocolisk.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And I'm gonna put the
We want,
Leapfrogger in
yeah,
front so it
first, yeah,
attacks first,
we want that frogger to die really early.
and then roll.
And the benefit, if the frogger buff lands on Rat Pack
Mm-hmm.
or Sewer Rat or Fish in Azoth after it gets Sewer Rat or Rat Pack's death rattles, then that means that there will always be something for the buff to go on. So it went on Saralisk. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's gonna be real
Win
good.
on fish.
Yeah. Now Fish has two of those now. So it's gonna give it to two of the minions that pops out.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. So that dies, and then it summons a bunch, and then it gets two leapfrogger buffs. Man, that's so broken.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
The Zoth with the leapfrogger is so sick. Look how just having one leapfrogger this late in the game did
that's
for us.
fair enough. Fair enough. I get it. Yeah. Do we wanna upgrade?
I think so because Mama Bears become an option, and we can start getting rid of. Uh, I don't know what we'd get rid of. To be honest, but did everybody go away from pirates all of a
But
sudden?
there was nothing left. So we got elementals, we got demons, murlocs, and beasts. The last four are
All the
all locked
all the
into completely different tribes.
all the pirates died.
Yeah.
Demon's still alive. Okay. All right. And we're on top with Beast, which tends to be what I see in the lobbies. Is the Beast player tends to be the one that wins the most. Now I play Beast and I don't do as good, but I haven't really leaned into Green Thumb, and I think I'm
A new believer.
underestimating that card. So I lean into Bird Buddy, but not so much Green Thumb. But
Yeah.
Green Thumb is kind of better than Bird Buddy because the stats are permanent. If you can get a Green Thumb early enough, it can really snowball.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look how big our minions are getting just from that alone. That big minion is going to be a little problem. That was nice. A frog went right onto the token. That's awesome.
Yep. Because now it's going to go on to the
It's on the
rat. On to another. Oh, went on to the fish.
So every time it goes, so how many of those does, how many leapfroggers does the fish have? Yeah, let's see.
Bloop.
One,
Two.
two, just two. Okay.
Yeah.
So so
That's
when a
an
minion gets
elimination.
the leapfrogger death rattle and it dies, that minion doesn't give the buff also to the fish. It's only death rattle text that's on the card.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. That's how I thought it worked, but I wasn't sure.
Is there anything at
Refresh
tier
away?
6 we're interested in? Ghost
I don't think
Crawler,
so.
Goldren, Maxina? No.
No.
I think we just keep looking for
Stay at
triples.
5. I think you're right.
There's one.
There's Sarlisk.
Hamul.
Yeah, probably Humble. Humble's pretty good. Let's refresh. Look for another birdie buddy or a rat pack.
Got the
There's
bird
birdie buddy.
buddy. So
So hold
now
on.
they all get
Or-
+2/+2.
Okay, I was gonna say before you did that, maybe we played Hamul to see what kind of tavern we could freeze. But
Gas coiler, or should we take the Maxina in case we need the poison?
I think we take the Maxna. We'll probably need it against demons.
Okay. Which is who we're playing against now.
Oh, demons and Murlocs. Hopefully Murloc's not gone complete poison. They probably have though. This doesn't look good.
No.
I mean, it can go our way. That's not bad. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think we can win now. That went the right way. Oh, we
win.
might. Yeah, it went the right way.
And eliminated. We got
Wow.
the 15%.
Now this Murloc build looks like it's going to be. It has those poisonous SI Cephins, I think.
Yeah.
So this may be tough for us. So let's see what we can get. Hmm.
No.
Mainly just looking for triples at this point. The front, where there's a mama bear.
There's a
but is
mama
it too
bear.
late?
Is it? Do we sell the green thumb now and take the mama
Maybe
bear
we
for
sell the green thumb. Yeah,
Huh?
maybe we sell the green thumb.
So we're gonna
Yeah,
sell
I
that,
like that.
buy this,
Don't play it yet. Play Hamul's.
druid,
Yeah.
sell
Ooh, another mama bear?
another mama bear. Do we buy the other mama bear?
I think we do. I think it's better than the Sarlisk. So we play a mama bear, sell the Sarlisk, and play another mama bear. Stat wise.
Okay. He has one with he only has one with poisonous.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. That's better than I thought. Well, the SI Cephing can give others permanently, so give 2 friendly. Yeah. Really need a knockout here.
Yeah, this isn't looking good.
We need our mama bear to win. No, it's not looking
Oh.
terrible. It's not
Yeah.
looking terrible. But we need our mama bear to win so we can knock him out.
I think we got it.
I think we got this win. I don't think we knock him out though.
No, you're right. Yeah, it's only 10.
Yeah.
So he's down to 5, and now 4 of his guys have poisonous.
Yeah, yeah. Which is salvageable.
Oh, what about giving things reborn?
Ooh.
We could give 2 minions here reborn.
What do we sell to do that?
I think we sell
Birdie Buddy?
Birdie Buddy, yeah, and we give the Leapfrogger reborn and maybe the original Sewer Rat, and then we sell both of those and we finish with the Makesna.
I like that. I like that. I like it a lot.
Okay, so getting rid of Birdie Buddy, giving Sewer Rat, sell.
I think with Surat, if I don't know if we're gonna get benefit of that because it has the taunt.
That's true. We would need to leave an open space, wouldn't we?
So my X down on the far left then. So it dies first if it attacks first. Refresh. See if we can get another Mama Bear. Hunt for Mama Bear. There we go. Yep. Probably could have bought it.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh fuck!
Oh no.
I wasn't thinking.
Yeah. No, you're good. We didn't get knocked out. We're not getting knocked out. That's fine. That's fine. We're giving him hope. So we do know that he has a minion with Divine Shield.
Yes.
How did he get Divine Shield? So the Myexna might be a problem. We do need something to buffer attack that.
Okay. So play the Mama Bear.
You're ahead of me. Yeah, we'll play the Mama Bear.
So we've got Nosy Looter, Zap, Slywick, or the Seafood Singer. None of these are going to help us.
No. Just take anything so we can sell it. Refresh Tavern.
Do we take Bird Buddy back?
I don't know if it helps us. I mean, I think the Pale Scale would be better than the Bird Buddy at this stage of the game. No. 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 Ooh, there's a Rat Pack. Oh, play your Rat Pack first. Your Rat Pack. That's not Rat Pack.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, now buy it. You're right. You were right. You need to sell something. That was so it would get the Mama Bear buff. That works. That actually works because that will die, giving room for the Sewer Rat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Good call. And it pushes my exit down more for that Divine Shield. How did it get Divine Shield? Trying to figure out how a Murloc got Divine Shield. And we're favored to win this. That's actually a good hit. This looks good. Because our fish is still alive. Yeah, this is fine.
Yes.
Board's going to fill up.
We win.
Whew.
Oh,
Nice.
Lordy.
Good call on that positioning. I think that's what won us that round. And we got us a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
I So I've never liked N'Zoth because I just thought there's just not enough good death rattles. But with the new patch out,
Oh man.
if beasts are in the lobby, and we looked out because not a lot of people took beasts,
No,
which
we
I
were
don't
in
know
fact we were
why.
the only ones that took beasts.
If beasts are in the lobby and you get N'Zoth as an option, that is what you can do.
Absolutely. All right, gang. Well, that's gonna do it for us this week. If you have any questions or comments about the show, be like Marspad and send us an email at heropowerpodcast@gmail.com.
You
Uh,
can also just be like Marspad because he's one of the coolest individuals in the world.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with being like Marspad. Hit that subscribe button below on YouTube if you've not done so already. And for more details on our patron only Discord that you can be a member of for as little as $1 a month, head on over to patreon.com/hero power. And we'll see you all again next week.
Bye, guys. Thanks again, Marspad. You're awesome.